Hello friends! Welcome back to Health Highlights, where I spend the time learning about all things health and bring you the highlights. Today, I'm going to discuss my first 72-hour fasting experience. It was harder than I thought it would be. As you know from my last video, I got through my first 36-hour fast relatively smoothly. Since then, I've done another 36-hour fast and even a 40-hour fast. All went just as well. My goal for this fast was 48 hours, but I wanted to shoot for 72 hours. Unlike my 36-hour video fast, I decided to only drink water and salt water. No coffee, tea, or supplements were taken. Here's what happened. I picked 3 days I wasn't at work and that I only had to get the kids lunches since they went to summer camp 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. those days. I planned to stay busy because when I am bored, I tend to want to eat more. The last fast I did was for 40 hours. I started my fast after lunch, which I like the best so far. That way, you don't go 3 full days without eating. It is only 2 full days and 2 half days. The first day, I stopped eating at 2:15 p.m. I went to bed feeling a little hungry, but not bad. The next day I was hungry, but not starving. It was weird to think I had 2 more days to go without eating. I knew I would get through it by staying busy, and I knew it would go fast. Unlike my 36-hour fast, I avoided watching podcasts about food, which helped. However, I needed 1 thing at Costco and walked out with 12 things. Definitely not a good time to shop while fasting. I woke up the next morning feeling good. This was the 40-hour mark. I was more hungry, but still not starving, probably because my body is used to burning fat for fuel since I intermittent fast 3 times a week for 17 to 18 hours. At 48 hours, I was definitely hungrier. Not starving, but I wanted to eat. My energy was still good. That night, right before bed, I had some diarrhea. The only thing I could think of was that I overdid the salt water. I would put a lot of salt in warm water, which made me feel like I was having soup. Maybe it threw things out of whack. The next morning, I woke up at the 63.5-hour mark and felt weak and slightly shaky. All day I felt weaker and had a hard time focusing and concentrating. My pulse had gone up a lot over the 3 days. The first day it was 72, the second day it was 83, and the third day it was 93. I wasn't sure if I was fighting a bug or if it was just the stress from the fast. I wanted to work out a little bit, but just ran a mile because I was afraid it would put too much stress on my body. But that 1 mile did perk me up a bit. I was struggling, but knew that I was on the home stretch, so I just continued my fast until 2:15 p.m. that day. I broke my fast with raw living spirulina and decaf coffee with MCT oil, ghee, turmeric, and pepper. This was a little hard on my stomach, but ended up fine. I knew not to break my fast with a bunch of refined processed carbs, so I kept it light. I started to feel better, more energy, and my focus improved fairly quickly. This 72-hour fast was definitely harder than the 40-hour fast I did a couple months ago. It didn't feel insurmountable though. I was hungry and thought about food a lot, even though I kept busy. The weakness was unexpected, along with the lack of focus and concentration toward the end. Leave a comment if this weakness feeling and lack of focus is normal with fasting. I was under the impression that during a fast, your body burns fat and creates ketones, which would keep you energized and focused. The interesting thing is that I lost the same amount of weight as when I did the 36-hour fast, 4 pounds. I thought I would lose a little more. For dinner, after I broke my fast, I had Thai sauce mixed with sauteed vegetables, chicken, and quinoa, along with some plain yogurt and a kiwi. I did have some dessert, not a healthy one. I also had a little diarrhea after dinner. I take it my body was still adjusting, and didn't have any digestive issues after that. Overall, I do feel like it was a good reset, and good to give my body a break from digestion. Because my body didn't respond favorably to it, unless the weakness and lack of focus happens to everyone when fasting, I don't think I will do it more than once a year, if I even do that. My next one in a few months will probably just be a 48-hour fast at the longest. At this point, I am unsure if it is beneficial going longer than 48 hours if my body isn't responding well. Thank you for coming along on our health journey together. If you haven't already viewed my other fasting videos, I will include a link to them in the description bar for you to watch. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any health highlights. Until next time, here's to health.